hearts by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Trofeum z kamienia piasek.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up. Give me 50 good
Welcome home,
boards,
Sid.
8 Spanish.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want it. Thank you.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident of the scent of Walooders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who... Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm, but the Walooders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home? The mother crystal of an allied nation. It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men? And one can often be led astray by focusing too close. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Walood claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walood shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walood? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Walooder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them, consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human.
I suppose we are. Very well.
And how may I assist you today? So what of its parliament? Which leaves but one man. What is it that you wish to learn? I have the details here. Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my.
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he...
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with, but until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you.
My knowledge is yours. I have said it many times. His story is ended. Were you aware... But what of the twins themselves? Yes, change will come. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. Did you learn everything you needed?
Thanks to Sid.
Well, Someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then?
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kuka is dead.
No more looking over house. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kuka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Clive. To a bloody riddance. Mine included. I'm saying Fordian, dear. No scratches, all right? That it? Fine.
Crack the crystal too?
Is it business or pleasure? It's a relief. Thank you, Clive. Going purse weighing you down?
Come again.
Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo, and do you know what it did? It hasn't been.
Editors start reading books that don't have any
I
pictures
knew
in.
it was a good idea to have editors study alongside the children. It's really stoked their competitive spirit.
If I don't come up with something soon.
I think Mid might need some help.
I know what you're going to tell me. Thank you, Clive. Thank you. I know what you're going to tell me. Thank you, Clive. Thank you.
How may I help you today, Clive? Kuka. But when I close my eyes... Only I don't know how. I wish you were here. Come to claim your just desserts? Best of luck out there, Sid.
How are you doing? It was luck, and luck alone. But now... Thank you. You off then?
You barely sat down since you came home. Just spreading the word. So, the professor's got a soft side, No. Ah, but you ain't told them. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing, not least of all Sid. Well, when you do, she's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. Very well.
Clive! Quick look. Think you can help?
Come up with something soon. All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack.
Thermal. And this is...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is... I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done.
Is there anything...
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts mech. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air, and the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from...
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of material. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of it.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures.
It hasn't been.
I went up to give some breeze to the chocobo.
He cracked the crystal too.
Blackthorn.
Out with it.
It's for mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare my go on then.
She said you would know.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it, and I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what?
And, what is it we...
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade, that means an alloy. Something that won't break, which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back.
Well, we'll get it done quicker. If one of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two luckies? Oh, it's not like it's the most important decision you've ever had to make.
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Gone, just like that.
and without so much as...
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now, loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers. I'm at a...
I'll see what I can do.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang.
All right.
Blade yet quivers, so come, let us feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Kurde, ten z A jest ciężki.
Straight home now. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find...
It's certainly not a baker. Master must root. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm mine.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her. But she was all I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never come. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of...
Try to remember the good times. Do that?
Even in the bakery. What a fool I've been. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You've opened my eye. I have to get back there right away.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit... Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying...
Master, it's ready.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. Her steeple peaks, her fulsome True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the fang? And look, inside. She's filled... to bursting with a bounty of Master, I have found my purpose. I must use...
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. I don't know how you did it, but you have. Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but
It would make a fine. Beloved. Look at you. Quite a different light, I'm sure.
Good day to you, Sid.
It's all but spent. What do we do now? The crystals we get from the table.
We had to dig a new cellar.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is...
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy rustlings in the undergrowth. Suspicious. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves. Understandable, and given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble,
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lost...
All right. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
You alright, Sid? Something on your...
There is actually. Can I ask you, Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out...
Oh, that. No, sorry. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but...
All right. Thanks anyway.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods.
No, but I've heard something.
Where was this?
In Lawbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me.
I see. I'll look at... Seems Lawbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? Good girl. You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn.
All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from it.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our...
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Park.
Black shields. The Empress's fault, though they serve another master now. One who means to root out, and it would appear the pack has finally caught the... Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now?
And because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost?
I suppose it is better that you know. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the... And fight it I did in my... I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless, and throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. His response, however, was rather more, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved, so I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, but the man himself proved an altogether. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lost Wing and began recruiting...
And everyone here knows.
Of course. They too have lost, loved, seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All our wounds are the same. And our core, we know where he hides. How numerous and well. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready.
going to change his mind.
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all our old friends can rest easy now.